Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Well, today I'm going to be talking about a topic that you guys wanted to hear, and today's topic is going to be about my high school fights and how they went down and why they went down. Well, let's just begin with the first fight I was in, and it was with this girl named Boots. Let's call her Boots. So if you recognize that name, if you know me, you know who the fuck it is. Let's just start off with me and Boots had beef, I think from like mid-freshman year. I think it was freshman year when I fought her, mid-freshman year, because she would like talk shit about me. Like, did you ever have that friend that you guys are friends and then like later on, you guys are no longer friends and then they go talking shit about you? Okay, well that was the case with this fucking bitch. Well, we had beef, and I remember hitting her up in the lockers, and I told her, like, you want to be running your fucking mouth, like, what's good? And she was like, nah, like, whatever, like, a fucking bitch that has that fucking attitude, like, she's all fucking good, like, she was all good that she couldn't fight me, like, she was better than anybody else. So, I remember pushing her into the fucking lockers, like, I remember just pushing her into the lockers, and she went saying that I was bullying her, whatever. So I left her alone, like I didn't even pay no mind to the female no more. And then I remember one day I was going to school on the bus because I lived in Pixley, and I went to school in Tulare. So I was going on the bus to school, and there was this kid in front of me that was talking to her on the phone, and he mentioned my name because he knew that I had beef with her, and I didn't think she was gonna go talking shit. From what I heard, I was bullying her. So why are you gonna run your mouth about me? Okay, well she was pretty much like, fuck that bitch, fuck this, fuck that, trying to diss me, like trying to talk shit on my name. So I remember just taking his phone and being like, watch bitch, like I'm not gonna tell you nothing, watch bitch when I get to school. And she was like blah blah blah, running her fucking mouth, right? So once I got to school, I went into the library because the library was where we would kick it at, because it was, we would get there like around 6, I don't know, probably 7, and it was already cold. It was like winter time, so it was cold at that time. So we would kick it in the library, and I'm not lying to you, that day I got like 5 fucking texts as soon as she got to school. As soon as she got to school, they texted me telling me she got to school. So like I was hyped, I was fucking hyped, and I was like, alright. So once they texted me, I came out of the fucking library. Fuck this bitch at? Like, where the fuck this bitch at? So I remember coming out of the fucking library and looking for her, like, and I'm not even lying to you, a minute later, the bitch pops up. Like, she pops up. So I'm like walking behind her with my best friend. I'm walking behind her. I think it was my best friend. I'm walking behind her, and I'm like, hey bitch, hey bitch. And she wasn't paying no fucking mind to me until her friend stopped and turned around, and that's when she turned around. And I just remember grabbing her and just like start fucking hitting her. I don't know what the fuck went down. I just remember grabbing her by her hair and mopping the bitch. Like, I just fucking spinned her, and then I threw her, like I fucking como una garra. So me and her fought in the middle of the school, and in the middle of the school there's like steps going down to like a grass way. Well, I remember stop fighting, like when we stopped fighting, she was in the bottom of the stairways. So I was like, what the fuck, se me salió el diablo. In the office, and she's in the fucking office room crying, bro. I'm talking about crying, and I'm just like, what the fuck, like, why is this bitch crying? Like, this bitch was the one talking shit. Well, yeah, I think I even got arrested for that fucking fight. Well, comes down to point, whatever, I got suspended, whatever. They told me that she went saying that I was bullying her and this and that, and I was just like in my head, like, what the fuck, this bitch, she was saying I'm bullying her, like she was the one fucking talking shit, like what the fuck. So I got in trouble, whatever, and I got suspended. And right when I got home, my grandma was like not mad, but she goes, what, you fought? And I was like, well, yeah. And then she was just like, ganaste o perdiste? And I was like, no, pues gané. She goes, okay, come on, let's go to the store. Because she had a saying, and she would be like, if you lose a fight, you're gonna come back home and you're gonna get your ass beat again. If you win a fight, alright then, así se hace. And that day, I was like, you know, like, fuck, like, you know, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna get in trouble. She goes, did you win? And I was like, pues sí. And then she was just like, okay, pues. And she took me to the store. But my dad, I remember my dad rolling up, and she acted hella fake, bro. She acted hella fake. She acted like she was mad at me. She acted like she grounded me. And in my head, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, bitch. But then my dad left, and she explained to me that I can't snitch on her, telling my dad that, you know, she was cool with it. But yeah, that's the story of my first fight. And my second fight, it started off with my best friend. At the time, my best friend fought this other girl's best friend. Let's call her Sylvia. So my best friend fought Sylvia's best friend, and while they were fighting, Sylvia socked my best friend. And I didn't see it, but I just know that she went talking about how she socked my best friend. Like, she went running her mouth talking about how she socked my best friend, hitting her up and telling her, like, what's the point of you running your mouth saying you hit my best friend? And she was just like, nah, fuck that, fuck this, fuck that, you know, talking all that shit. So I was like, alright then, I'll see you Monday. And comes down to Monday, I would usually see her as I was walking down the halls, because that was like a 2-story building and there's like different sections. Well, you know, we would always bump into each other. So I was like, comes to Monday, you know, some shit's gonna happen. And my best friend was suspended because of her fighting Sylvia's best friend. So I didn't see Sylvia all day. Like, I didn't see Sylvia all day, and I was just like, what the fuck, like, she didn't come to school today. And they told me that she did. So I was like, well, she's hiding in the buildings all day. So it comes down to lunch. I was kicking it with my brother at the time. So it comes down to lunch. She comes out with her friend, and she's like walking towards the cafeteria, right? And my brother goes, Esmeralda, you know, she's right there, get her. And I was like, for real? And then she was like, yeah, get her. So I go, and like, he pushes me into her. So like, I kind of like bumped into her, and as she turned around, that's when I started hitting her. And I just remember being on top of her, hitting her, you know. And my friend, what should I name her? Lily was in like one of those golf carts the principal like runs in or rolls in, like, you know, those golf carts you go into the school and shit. But she was in one of those, and she was like, Esmeralda, no, going all fucking wild, like screaming, Esmeralda, no, like if I fucking killed somebody. And I remember her friend, Sylvia's friend, trying to get in and hit me, and my brother was like, no, and he pushed her. He was like, you're not gonna fucking get in. So it was just me and her getting down, right? And everybody was like, oh, you know, and they made a big wide circle, whatever. And I remember fucking going into the office, and they had my brother in the office because people were saying that my brother was the one that would force me to fight her. So my brother would take the fucking blame. He was just like, yeah, you know, it's my fault, she fought her, you know, I told her to, and this and that, because the principal was like fucking with her head, saying that, you know, I said this, and he's told me this. So I was just like, nah, I fought her because I wanted to fight her. And then the principal was like, well, your brother's saying different. And then as I was walking down the hall, I'm in handcuffs, bro. I'm in fucking handcuffs, and my brother's in the other fucking room. When I see him do it, and I swear that fucking made my day. Like, I seen him, and we like locked eyes, and we were fucking laughing, dude. I was just like, oh fuck. And I remember my dad going to the fucking police station, because they had fucking took me to the police station, and they had me in one of those holding cells, whatever. My dad picked me up, and he was like mad, bro. He was mad. Like, it was just so fucking funny. And I remember going home, and my brother was like, what the fuck, bitch, you know, I took the blame. And I was like, what the fuck, you gonna be fucking taking the blame, you know? And then we were like laughing, because dude, like, I was like mad in the fucking office, because they were like, yeah, we're gonna have to arrest you, this is your second fight, you know, you shouldn't be fucking fighting, you shouldn't be fighting, and this and that. And I think that girl was crying too, and they made me look like I was a bad fucking person. Well, yeah, So my brother's in the fucking other room, and then when we seen each other, I was just laughing. I was just like, we were just fucking laughing. Like, my brother was in the other fucking room. So, like, that just, like, made everything fucking better, you know? And once I get home, he's like, what the fuck, bitch? I was trying to take the blame. I wasn't gonna get you in trouble and this and that. And my dad was mad at both of us because the principal was like, well, I don't know the story, but your son came in here saying it was his, he made you do it. And your daughter's saying that, no, that she chose to do it. So my dad was mad at both of us. And I remember, I think she texted me and she was just like, meet up this, meet up that. And her mom tried to get in and everything too. So I don't know, like, I was just watching my video, and I hope this shit makes you fucking laugh, because it makes me fucking laugh. And subscribe, like my video, dislike it, I don't give a fuck.